Hey guys, so today I'm going to walk you through your marketing tools and just trying to give you an overview of your groups, your contacts, your SMS bulk messaging, your voice broadcast, and your ringless voicemail. But at the same time, I'm going to kind of just share with you the difference between contacts and then uploading to this type of contacts area, which is specifically for sending bulk text messages, voice broadcasts, and ringless versus your leads area where you want to upload your prospects. So we'll start off with that first. So client prospects is where you would enter, let's say you have a database you're importing from another CRM. That's where you'd want to do it. Because the other way is you're going to be sending more, let's say cold messaging. So let's say you wanted to upload into your existing client base into the CRM. So you do that through leads, client prospect. And then right here, you can see that you can download this, and this will give you basically a layout of what your prospect form will look like, what you need to enter in here, first name, last name, email, phone number. If you have all this other information here, you can add it. And if not, you can add just specifically what you have, to be entered. So this is where you would be entering your client prospect, your list of database into the system. Now, marketing tools is contacts is different because it's specifically more for for cold outreach, right? Getting people into your database. So first things first, you'd have to create a group. Now, we're going to walk through groups and kind of give you a general overview. So you do have a property group where you can actually, create a QR code to put on a flyer on your website. And this QR code could be a keyword, could be the first part of an address, and you could put the address name right there. And then this QR code would also send the property description, a URL that you want to send them. You can put a message in there, give the address, in there, pricing, how many beds. So when somebody texts to this to your number, that particular keyword, they'd get the information on the property. So that's a pretty cool deal. Now, if you're using it in general just for creating a group, this keyword might be used and it might not. But let's just say that you're marketing cold outreach for buyers, okay? So you'd say this one would be, let's just say group, let's name it this right here, group VB, which is voice broadcast, ringless messaging, and ringless voicemail. And then you also have bulk SMS, okay? So you can just create your message here. So if they did text back buyer, if you sent out, let's say, for example, to this list of 200 people, and in that marketing campaign, you said text back buyer or seller or buyer for this one, they can basically get this message right here if they text that word back. Typically, you wouldn't do this. You'd enter just maybe, the name of like this right here. Because most of the time in cold outreach, you're not going to message in real estate just to buyers or just to sellers. So that's kind of a little bit different. You'd probably want to use the AI SMS because you have two options of buyers and sellers. So it's a little bit different, which we'll talk about in a different video. So typically if you're creating a group, I would just copy the keyword the same as the name. And then you can just do this. So it has to have something in there. And then just save. So most likely this is not going to be used for the keyword part of it when it's just for a group. After that, you can upload your list to this group, and you're going to see it's different. So when you upload this, it's just going to be the name and the phone number. That's all it's going to be marketed to. Once you're doing bulk SMS and you're doing ringless voicemail or voice broadcast. Now let me show you what that looks like and also what they are. So bulk text messages, well, you kind of get that. That's pretty straightforward. So you'd select a group, right? And then you can select a template from what we have pre-built, or you can create your own template right here, email or SMS, which would show up here. In this case, it'd be SMS. Or if you don't want to use a template, you want to type something out right now, and you're thinking about something, the message you want to put in there, you can do that right now. If you do have it in a template, it'll save you time if you're sending this more frequently. So that would be there. So you can select your group, select the group. Let's say that this group had 200 people. You'd send this out by pushing this button to 200 people, okay, with your message. So you can say the batch, I would recommend 40 to 30. Okay, so it sends out 40 text messages every 5 minutes. And then once you're ready, you'd send it out to your list. So this is how you'd use a bulk text message, okay? Now, if you go to marketing tools and you look at voice broadcast, first, what is a voice broadcast? A voice broadcast is where you can select your group to, 100, 200, 300, around that 500 range is good. You don't want to go too crazy on 1,000, 2,000, because you can start getting delays or causing issues where it's not going to send. So keep it in that 100 to 400 range on text messages and also voice broadcast and everything else. But what you'd want to do is you want to upload an MP3 into here, and that message could be, "Hey, my name's John, I'm a local real estate agent," and your pitch, right? Text me back the word, buyer or seller, or visit my website. You can say your website. So you can create that audio file, upload it here, and when you save it, you'll get the option to send it right now to that list. So if that list is 500, 200, whatever it is, they'll get a phone call. When they pick up the phone call, they'll hear your message, right? That's very powerful. So this is voice broadcast, which you can see right here. It'll just say broadcast. Now, ringless voicemail is good. Same thing, you record an audio file, upload it. How you'd want to use this one would be more for if you're working with like an incoming prospect that you want to get you want to hear back from them, right? Maybe not for sell by owners, because so many people are marketing to sell by owners. You can send it to for sell by owners too, but anybody you're trying to really get in touch with, you use a ringless voicemail, because it's going to skip the text message, it's going to skip the phone call and go right to their voicemail. So a lot of people check their voicemail, see if they missed the call while they're at work, they're going to hear your message. Okay, so if your message is captivating, it's going to connect with them. So again, but you could reach out to people in text message, ringless, and also voice broadcast. And on top of that, through email. So if you hit them through all the 4 channels, it's even better. But this is how you'd set up a ringless voicemail.